Now then, witness, please state your name and occupation. Witness, your name and occupation, please. Oh! Gotcha. Oh.
I wonder what happened to the calm composure he had earlier.
He loses it when it's her. Oh, edgy boy. It's been, what, a year since we last met, hasn't it?
That is a wedding band, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yep, left hand. You should be more happy to see me. I saw the report with her testimony, but who knew that under that helmet, it was the Wicked Witch of the witness stand? I tell you, this time I know what I'm supposed to do. So today I'm going to tell you anything and everything. Even things that don't have to do with that terrible crime.
Miss Witness, that terrible crime is all this court needs to know.
Oh, shush. I'm talking to my dear Edgy Wedgie right now. Don't interrupt us, Gramps.
Yes, madam.
No. Please, by all means, interrupt her, please. Anyway, witness, your testimony, please. It's true what they say, that youth are hot-headed nowadays. Not that I'm not at all edgy. Now then, what should I start with?
The witness was on security detail at the hotel on the night of the murder.
I need Oldbag and the Obitarian fighting each other on lava like Kazuya and Heihachi. I need it.
Eternal battle.
the logo in the beginning.
Is this correct, Miss Oldbag? It was a great job being able to see my dearie Juan. It was almost too much for my little heart to handle.
You mean you were a fan of the victim?
Look, everyone is crazy over that on guard saying he's cute in a fresh way or something. But not me. I wouldn't say anything so silly.
Dude.
After all, I've no interest in a little child like him. I'm only interested in a real man, Juan Corrida.
Yeah, well, he's dead now, so... Those two are the same age.
Anyway, as I was saying, I was pacing in front of that room that night.
Very well. Please tell the court what you witnessed the night of the murder.
Leave it to me, Edgy Poo.
Duh.
Witness testimony.
What you witnessed.
Anyway, after the ceremony, I went to pace around in the hallway in front of his room.
Totally normal.
There was something I was interested in finding out, you know. Well, since I was on the job, I made sure to keep a good eye out all the whole time. That's when someone showed up. It was a man coming out of poor Juan's room. It was on guard, not on guard. He was trying to sneak his way out of Juan's room.
So Mr. Angard came out from the victim's room.
See, it has to be him. He's the murderer.
I see. Well, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination.
All right, so do we gotta hit the lot of beef, or do we gotta hit the fucking creepy fan beef? All kinds of beef.
What you witnessed.
Anyway, after the ceremony, I went to pace around in the hallway.
Hush! Miss Oldbag, what was your post on that night?
The lobby. I was supposed to help set up the stage for that trifling show, but I refused to help. I'll have you know, it was for that lead-headed samurai's show. I even took out a few of the nails.
Maybe it was a good thing the show didn't go on.
Besides, that manager with the glasses seemed to be working hard at it without me.
I undid the show, actually. OSHA violations.
So I thought I'd take a break and spread my wings a little.
And that's when you went to hang around the victim's door?
There was something I was interested in finding out.
Enough out of you. Something you're interested in. And just what was that?
It's not something little. It's not some little thing I can just go around telling everyone, you know. It's top secret between me and Juan. Ah, and Edgy Poo, of course.
Mr. Edgeworth, what is this thing she was interested in?
I have no idea. I despise gossip, Your Honor.
Gossip.
But should it prove relevant, we can always have it appended to her testimony later. It looks like we shouldn't force it right now.
Okay, don't do it yet.
And did the witness stay in the vicinity of the victim's door the entire time?
Well, since I was on the job...
Shut! Oh? Then would you tell us what number of people who went... Would you tell us the number of people who went in and out of Mr. Corrida's room?
I have no idea. I wasn't born so I could count things for those who didn't pay attention in class. That's why ever since I turned 20, I quit keeping track of how old I really am.
Yes, well, that would explain why your age was not included in the report.
In any case, the witness then saw someone, correct? That's when someone showed up.
That guy. Oh, shit. Fam? Fam, that guy. Who in the world was that?
I'm not allowed to say. This sort of information has to be carefully guarded from the masses, Sonny. The old man that came out of Juan's room, he was...
Yes, he was.
I'm too scared. I can't say his name out loud.
Oh, what I wouldn't give to have Francisca's whip right now.
Well, I guess I can tell you, since he was such a bad boy anyway. It was Matt Angad.
Oh my god, just please. Well, you saw my client. Are you sure about that?
Yes, see?
Really?
Annoying brat. When I say I saw someone, I saw that person.
Why do I get a sense of deja vu? Maybe to avoid a repeat of last year, I should delve into this a bit further. Let me guess. Was he in the fucking nickel outfit? Was he in the nickel outfit? Please tell the court about the man's face in more detail.
You don't need me to tell you about his face. That soft, gentle look in his eyes and his effeminate lips. His right eye covered by his silky hair, his sparkling, shining teeth.
His teeth were shining?
Well, he's shining all around in this week's pinup poster, dearie.
This week's pinup? I don't care how he looks in this week's issue. Please stay with what you saw that night.
What? Angard's face is the same no matter where it is, you know, you whippersnapper.
So, Mr. Wright, was this testimony just now important or relevant in any way?
It was very important. Your Honor?
Then perhaps you would like to point out what part of his testimony was important.
Well, let me ask the other questions. You don't really have to put it that way to get me to say...
Mr. Wright, there is something much more valuable than a person's pride, and that is time. Please don't waste this court's precious time with your worthless questions.
Yes, Your Honor. I think I just wasted his good favor.
No
damage.
She may not remember things or be mistaken here and there, but I don't think she's lying.
It's bad for us. Really bad.
But that's how the human mind is. It also has the tendency to jump off topic. She's strayed onto a few interesting side topics this time too, hasn't she? But that's what makes her a sweet old lady, right?
That's because you're not the one who has to question her.
We went all around.
Please tell the court about the man's clothes in more detail.
What a troublesome man you are, really, as if something like that matters.
But it does.
Oh? Now, what was it? Oh yes, it was that thing.
What thing?
That gaudy thing he's always wearing. That racing jacket.
Ah, he was wearing that at the detention center, too.
That thing's meant for nothing but seducing women out of their pantaloons. Men.
Right.
So, Mr. Wright, was this testimony just now important or relevant in any way?
It was not important. Guess it really wasn't all that important after all.
Mr. Wright, do you know why we say time is valuable? If not, I suggest you learn.
You've wasted 3 minutes of this woman's youth. That's more valuable than gold to me.
Why do I suddenly feel old in the presence of her childish whining?
She may not remember things or be mistaken here and there, but I don't think she's lying.
Yeah, and you're trying to fucking get up my ass, but that didn't do damage. So they're like, no, to stop wasting time. And it's like, no, you're supposed to fucking hit that one. You assholes. Gaslighting ass game. If it was really a problem, then you'd hurt me. Was he carrying a knife? What was the man you saw carrying?
In which hand? His right or his left? Now this is a real mess. I mean, I can't be expected to answer such a vague question.
Indeed. Please be more specific with your question, Mr. Wright.
Well, I guess the knife would have been planted at that point if we're walking out of the room, but... Sorry. What was the man you saw carrying in his right hand?
Ah, he wasn't carrying anything in that hand.
Then how about his left?
Empty.
Well, this whole thing has been a whole lot of nothing.
So, Mr. Wright, same question again.
If she saw him walking out... with nothing in his hand... Wouldn't there have been blood? Would there have been spatter? This was already inside his hakama. Which he supposedly would have been wearing at the time. Okay. Yeah, so then we'll challenge it that way. So if his hands were empty, then that's not important.
Okay. The button was found in the hakama. He was wearing a racing jacket, according to her.
Yes, exactly. Unless he walked back and hypothetically hit it there or so. Did I say... I said his face was important, and then I said his clothes wasn't. Let me do one more where I say the clothes is important because of the hakama point, and see if the game wants that line before you press it.
Oh.
Of course it was important, Your Honor.
Then perhaps you would like to point out what part of that testimony was important.
Don't you see it, Edgeworth? Your Honor, I request what the witness said about the jacket to be appended to her testimony.
I don't quite see where you're going with this, but alright. Witness, please.
Well, I don't like to badmouth anyone without reason, but if I must... He was wearing his flashy racing jacket. Honestly, it's all just for show.
There we go. Thank you very much. Are you sure the defendant was wearing a racing jacket?
What do you think? It's not like I've seen him in anything other than that horrible thing. I'm sure he was wearing it.
Is she just quickly slapping it on and taking it off? She's so sure of herself that's to the point of self-absorption.
She may not remember things, but, you know. She be cray-cray.
You can break her, Phoenix.
Oh, I'd love nothing more.
Objection!
Miss Oldbag.
What? Don't say my name for no reason.
Do you know what this is?
Ah, it's button number 2 on the Jamin Ninja's costume.
No, I know she's an obsessed fan. She identified it at a single glance.
Give it here. Give it here. If you don't give it to me, I'll punish you with this.
Wow, she really is a diehard fan to want a button covered in blood. This button was discovered on Mr. On Guard's body during a full body search. Yeah, there's a whole, like, dark, black market of, like, people who want, like, crime scene evidence and fucking things from... Yeah, it's crazy. They're like, oh, there's blood on it? Even better. We'll can sell it for more type
Scary.
shit. See? This button proves beyond a shadow of a doubt that it was that rascal On Guard.
It was caught up in the pleats of his nickel samurai hakama pants.
See? And On Guard is the nickel samurai.
Witness. Now, it may just be me, and I do have an active imagination, but just now, didn't you say that the defendant, Matt On Guard, was wearing his usual racing jacket?
I'm so sorry. Sorry that you judge people based on what they wear. If I were to train his dress, then maybe you think I was the most gorgeous one ever. When he eventually had his reader, this ridiculous looking outfit. It's not as hit his right. Tape recorder stuck to my chest. It's heavy, so heavy. I wish I could switch to see these age channels. But I'll give you that junior life for all the kids out there. I wear a smile on my face. You understand? Now take a look in the mirror. Look at your face. But in the industry, document on curling. Usually a tip on 10.
Wow, they wrote it all out.
Holy mackerel.
Did you say that?
Shut the fuck up. Now hold your tongue still there for 1 second.
Did you say a tape recorder on your chest?
Yeah, she did.
We could use that.
So what you saw in actuality was not Mr. On Guard, the man, but On Guard, the nickel samurai?
But when you think about it, they're really one and the same anyway.
Again, I knew it.
Yep.
I a million percent knew
And
it.
she should know better.
Literally the exact same as last time. Yeah. Which is so just lying up front about like that about what he yeah. Well, anyways, it's the worst. It's the worst. Miss Oldbag, this is a very important point we're talking about.
Edgy Poo, do you think so too?
Die!
Well, it might be something worth considering.
Just say it's important and agree with me for a change.
Witness, think carefully and try to remember as much as you can before you testify.
All right, if you insist.
I should be the one sighing, not you. Ah! Ah!
On guard. Oh, yes, now I remember. The Nickel Samurai, that's right. It was the Nickel Samurai that I saw. Yes, it would have been convenient for him to wear his costume during the murder. He had to go to that post-ceremony stage show right after the crime, you know. So he must have worn that Nickel Samurai costume when he was stabbing poor Juan.
I knew it. I knew you'd say he was inside that costume.
What? Did you think there could have been someone else inside that costume? Don't be a bad little boy thinking such rude things.
But the possibility does exist.
Ah, youngins today. I told you there is no way it was anyone else.
How do you know that?
Because I said so. And what I say is the truth.
At least she's just as delightful a witness as she was a year ago.
Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
Your Honor, death. Ah!
Yeah, overruled. Overruled.
On guard. Yes, now I remember.
You remember what, bitch? Would you please get on with your testimony?
Watch your language, young man. What sort of tone is that to take with an elder? My youthfulness isn't what it used to be, so you should forgive me for everything.
Oh, God.
Trying to get people murdered. Yes, totally.
If you keep on barking at me like that, I'll start singing at the top of my lungs.
What?
A striking figure by the sea, standing all alone is he, is the nickel samurai.
Oh, it's the theme song of that character you hate so much, and that dude you hate. She's actually singing. Someone help my poor ears.
Mr. Edgeworth, can you please do something about this racket?
Witness, I'll give you a piece of gum later if you'll be good and just stick to the facts.
Miles? Maya is dying in a basement right now.
Just so you know.
This is your plan. You chose this plan. You wanted to do this. Right? For your fucking integrity. Yeah, to learn something about yourself.
Okay, you promise, right?
Right. I'll be sending the bill for the chewing gum to your office at a later date.
Remind me to send you a thank you note later too, Edgeworth, old chum.
The nickel samurai. That's right. It was the nickel samurai that I saw.
Be a little more careful with your testimony, please. Not too long ago, you said he was wearing his racing jacket. Now he's not?
Not too long ago. Then let me ask you this. When you were itty-bitty, what was your grand dream?
Huh?
What did you want to be when you grew up, whippersnapper?
My dream, huh? Well, I wanted to be a Judge Wagner, hero of the public's court. So what?
See? And look where you are now. You're not Judge Wagner, are you? Are you?
Well,
what I said earlier. Who puts any weight into things like that? The now is everything. I can't be held responsible for the past.
Since when did the court become theatrics over testimony?
She's nuts.
She's like the perfect awful witness.
All that matters is that man was inside that costume. Isn't that enough?
God damn.
Yes, it would have been convenient for him to wear the costume during the murder.
Can we just hold it with the sound of a gun in my mouth? And why would that be?
That way, no one could see his face, of course.
But there's still no advantage for him that I can see. In fact, you'd think the costume would make him stand out all the more.
Oh.
You're such an annoying child, you know that. You disagree with everything I say.
Isn't that what you're always doing to me?
I got it. Maybe it was more troublesome for him to change in and out of his costume. He had to go to that post-ceremony stage show right after the crime, you know.
Was there anyone else scheduled to appear at the post-ceremony show?
Well, all the contestants were supposed to go on stage in a friendly gesture thing.
And that included the Jammin' Ninja?
Of course it included him. That's why when Engard came out of dear Juan's room, I didn't give it a second thought.
I see.
I hope that she was talking mad shit about Juan up until he was murdered, and then he switched it up. I could totally see her being like, fuck the Jammin' Ninja. It's all about the Nickel Samurai. And then as soon as he's dead, she's like, oh, my sweet Juan.
He was so pure.
We were just talking. Just the other day. I was just saying hello. I couldn't believe it. Oh, you know, I was just saying to him, you got such a bright future ahead, I said.
Well, anyway. So he must have worn that nickel samurai costume when he was stabbing poor
I hate
Juan.
you. So let me ask you one last time. The person you saw, it really was the nickel samurai?
As showy as ever. Haven't I been saying that from the very beginning?
Can I throw in the towel yet?
You don't need to think too hard on this one. There's a contradiction in her testimony, and it's sitting in plain sight. The question is, what that contradiction means for us.
We'll have to figure out what you're talking about first, but okay. When you did your little thing just now, hold on a second. And then that's it. Yeah. Hold on a second. Are we hitting... maybe this seems like the obvious. We're not touching on this just yet. There's this. Right. Okay. Let's see. Not quite.
I'm not sure I follow you.
Nope, nope, nope.
You don't sound very sure, Mr. Wright.
Okay.
Objection denied.
Okay. Let me just go back around for a second. I wish I could go back instead of force forward on the statement.
Oh, it doesn't go back when you click the left arrows? It is.
Whoops. Okay, my bad. I'm so used to hiding the mouse behind our box over here.
So. All that for a bit about Kel.
I mean, am I supposed to just hit the obvious on this, then? No.
Not like that.
Okay, so
How do we throw that ball?
we're in a pretty vague situation. There's the photo of the costume, there's the post-stage ceremony show with the confession, the kidnapping, the tabloid article, the specifics of the tabloid article. This is the unreleased tabloid article by Lotta. The actual gossip about them dating. The map. The water on the lid.
So I'm not sure what that's about.
No guitar. The juice with Andrew's fingerprints. The crime scene itself. The Celeste suicide. Andrew's also. The autopsy report itself. Pointing out that he no. Time of death. Things went until 8 o'clock. Okay. No blatant problems there. It's just her saying stupid shit.
A lot of dumb stuff.
It's just her saying stupid shit. So it's like, how do you want to go like, no, just because you're wearing an outfit doesn't mean anything. Obviously. A lot of... Yeah. It's too vague.
Numbers.
I gotta press again. I just gotta press it again and read them all again. Okay. On guard. Yes, now I remember. This doesn't lead anywhere. This is just a joke.
Okay.
It's a fake press. Then this.
Yeah.
She says, nah, it doesn't matter what I used to say. So, it's updated, so going back to say that she's inconsistent doesn't do anything here. The point is, this is what it is now.
That man was inside that costume. Isn't that enough?
We don't have anything talking about timing besides the 8:15.
Yeah.
The show lasted till 8 o'clock, so it's not like there's an issue with that. This was supposed to start afterwards, but this was supposed to start at 8:30. Alright, continuing. He's hiding his face. There's no advantage to hiding your face. That doesn't do anything.
But if he's hiding his face, how can you know it was him?
It was more trouble for him to change in and out of his costume, so he got it on and then was, or whatever, like, and there's nothing addressing the difficulty of putting, there's no piece of evidence talking about the difficulty of putting the outfit on, except for looking at the photo itself, which is what I tried to point out earlier, which it doesn't seem to agree with.
And we know that Ankar didn't know that there was a post-ceremony stage show?
Yes. That's not presented in anything, though.
No.
He didn't know about it, but we don't have a piece of evidence to confirm that.
Right.
And then, like, I want to say that, like, this or this would be like, where's the blood all over his costume? But that's not a line of questioning that we're going down. There's no direct thread from him being in the costume to where's the blood, right? So everything we're talking about right now is just, how do you confirm his identity inside of the outfit? He must have worn the costume when he was stabbing him. I mean, like, if you want to present the fact that he has the costume on, so his fingerprints, you know what I mean? Like, if you want to go with that route, like...
Oh, okay, I see.
Hypothetically, that should be fucked up, that should be wrong. Also, there's also the strangulation angle of this, too.
Yeah.
So there's two elements here, but, like, this seems...
If he was strangled to death...
Like, she's wrong about that, but is that really the point we're going to catch her on? You know, is it going to care about that particular line? I mean, it could be that, like, but, you know, she's just throwing out conjecture. I'd be surprised if they cared about that. No. So then, you can go for the knife. But,
or maybe, like, you show the costume and you're like, you can't tell I was on guard by looking at the costume.
Well, that's what I tried on the previous thing, but maybe it could have been used on the wrong statement, admittedly.
Objection!
We're bleeding.
Here we go.
Oh boy.
It's the BK. You shouldn't get his fingerprints while he's wearing the costume.
Yeah, so it's a knife. Big deal. If you're trying to scare me with that, I'll have you know it won't work.
No, that's not my intention at all.
That's the knife that was used in the murder, correct?
Your Honor, do you know why this piece of evidence is important to this case?
You don't even have to ask. It's because the defendant's fingerprints are on it.
Is that what you're driving at?
This is exactly what I'm driving at.
What are we driving at? And whose car are we driving?
If Mr. Angard is really in the Nickel Samurai costume at the time of the murder, then it's impossible for his fingerprints to have been left on this knife. Actually, he would have wiped all previous fingerprints of the knife right off. So we're skipping past the it was taken from his steak dinner part of it.
Oh, that's right. The Nickel Samurai wears gloves, doesn't he?
He probably took his gloves off before he began the stabbing.
Objection? And why would he do something like that? To leave his prints on the murder weapon? There's no way he'd do something like that.
However, there is one possibility.
Then let's hear your possibility.
It's very simple. The defendant went to the victim's room while in costume as the Nickel Samurai. After that time, the defendant held no intent to murder. He was probably just going to relax and talk with the victim about the stage show. Which is why he took his gloves off.
But the murder still did take place.
It's well known that there was bad blood between the defendant and the victim.
Yes, I have heard that before. Well, Mr. Wright, what do you have to say about Mr. Edgeworth's theory?
So let me get this straight. Edgeworth's theory goes like this. When the defendant went to the victim's room, he had no intention of killing him. Now, up to this point, are there any problems with this theory? Hold on a second. He went over there. Yes. This theory contradicts something in an earlier testimony.
What are you babbling about?
Now, for argument's sake, let's suppose Mr. On Guard was the killer. If that's the case, I think it's impossible for the killer to have gone to the victim's room without intent. This knife, this was used by Mr. On Guard at dinner.
Yes, we did establish that.
Which means that if my client was in fact the killer, then he brought this knife with him when he went to visit Mr. Corrida.
I suppose.
However, you just said you said it yourself. At that time, the defendant held no intent to murder. If that were true, then why would he bring a knife? He wouldn't, would he? Which means, Mr. Edgeworth, your theory was flawed from supposition 1. And one more thing. If the murderer was wearing the costume at the time of the murder, then there should be glove marks left on the knife. Which means the defendant's fingerprints shouldn't be all over the knife, shouldn't be all over it like bees on a hive. And that brings me to my final point. This knife was planted by the real killer to hide their identity and mislead us.
Order! Order! Order in the court, I say! Was this knife really planted by the killer? Why would the murderer do such a thing?
To frame Matt On Guard. No, to hide the murder. Fuck. I clicked too quickly.
To frame?
Aren't you forcing the interpretation just a little too hard on this one?
Objection. But we just established the witness saw the Nickel Samurai in costume. If that were true, there shouldn't be a single fingerprint on this knife.
Witness!
Fair enough.
Cool. Looks like I've made your life a tiny bit more difficult, huh, G-Poo?
Witness, did you or did you not see the Nickel Samurai?
Well, I guess at first I might have forgotten, but...
Are you saying you mixed up Mr. On Guard with the Nickel Samurai, his character on TV?
But I mean, I can't really do anything about that now. Like, I was waiting around the front of their doors because, well, I wasn't waiting around for the Nickel Samurai, that's for sure.
Can we just, like, choke her with the locks, with my Psyche Lock ability? She wasn't waiting for the Nickel Samurai. All right, then. Who were you waiting around for, then?
That's top secret to anyone outside of security.
I have a feeling that you were waiting for Mr. Juan Corrida. Am I correct, witness?